global sea level rise, 5 terrifying disasters that could destroy us at any moment. When the ground beneath our feet begins to tremble, it's a stark reminder of how small we are in the face of nature's awesome power. The recent earthquakes in Turkey serves as a harrowing example of this, and it begs the question, what other cataclysmic events could shake our world to its core? From towering tsunamis to fiery infernos, join us as we explore 5 terrifying natural disasters that could destroy everything we hold dear. Hello, and welcome to Mind-Blowing Top 5. Today's video will help you understand what's at stake and what we can do to make a difference. Because we are going to talk about 5 terrifying disasters that could destroy us at any moment. So, let's get started. Volcano Cumbre Viejas. Have you heard of the unstable volcano called Cumbre Viejas and the potential threat it poses to the Atlantic Basin? The volcano has been active for centuries, and experts are now warning that a new vent could lead to a prolonged and devastating eruption. Cumbre Viejas is an unpredictable and volatile volcano that has the potential to cause significant damage to the surrounding area. Experts have been monitoring the volcano for years, but the recent development of a new vent near the village of Tsunamis has raised concerns about the possibility of a prolonged and devastating eruption. If Cumbre Viejas were to erupt, the consequences would be catastrophic. The volcanic dust it produces contains extremely high levels of chlorine, fluorine, and phosphorus, which can accumulate in the human body and lead to serious health problems. The eruption could last for many months, and thousands of people would need to be evacuated from the island. Locals would not be able to return to their homes for quite a long time, as they would have to wait until the ground cools down and stabilizes. Even then, the level of accumulated toxic substances would need to be measured throughout the island, which would take a considerable amount of time. So, where can we place the thousands of people who would need to be evacuated? And would it be safer somewhere else? These are critical questions that need to be addressed and answered in the event of an eruption. Increased coastal flooding. Imagine walking along the coast of your favorite beach, enjoying the view of the waves gently lapping at the shore. Now, imagine that same shoreline slowly disappearing, inch by inch, until the waves are lapping at your feet. This is the reality that we face as a result of rising sea levels. Coastal flooding is one of the most significant consequences of rising sea levels. As the sea level rises, so does the risk of flooding in low-lying coastal areas. This flooding can result in the loss of property, damage to infrastructure, and even loss of life. The risk of flooding is especially high during high tides, storm surges, and other extreme weather events. The damage caused by coastal flooding can be devastating. It can lead to the loss of homes, businesses, and entire communities. Infrastructure damage can cause power outages, transportation disruptions, and water shortages. The economic impact of coastal flooding is also significant, as it can lead to billions of dollars in damages. If we don't take action to curb the rise in sea level, the damage caused by coastal flooding will only increase. This is why it's essential to take proactive measures to mitigate the effects of rising sea levels. This can include building seawalls, elevating homes and buildings, and investing in infrastructure that can withstand flooding. In addition to these measures, we also need to work towards reducing our carbon emissions to slow down the pace of climate change. The burning of fossil fuels is a significant contributor to global warming, which is driving the rise in sea levels. By transitioning to cleaner energy sources, we can help slow down the pace of climate change and reduce the risk of coastal flooding. The threat of coastal flooding is a stark reminder of the importance of taking action to address climate change. By working together to reduce our carbon emissions and take proactive measures to mitigate the effects of rising sea levels, we can help protect our communities and our planet for generations to come. This Earth belongs to us. It's all we have, and it's our duty to protect it. According to Robert Swan, the greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it. Trust me, nobody is coming to save this planet. We have to do it ourselves, and together in unity. Melting ice caps. Imagine a world where the polar ice caps are nothing but a memory. The harsh reality is that this could become our future if we don't take actions to address climate change. The melting of the ice caps is a terrifying disaster that has far-reaching consequences. As a result of the rising global temperatures caused by climate change, the polar ice caps are melting at an alarming rate. This has caused a significant rise in sea levels, which is threatening coastal communities around the world. The impact of the melting ice caps is already being felt, and if the trend continues, it could lead to a sea level rise of over 30 feet. This would be catastrophic, resulting in the loss of property, infrastructure damage, and even the displacement of millions of people who live in low-lying areas. It's clear that we must take immediate action to curb the effects of climate change and reduce our carbon footprint. It's up to all of us to make a difference, and we must work together to find solutions to this pressing issue. The time to act is now, and every small step we take toward a sustainable future can make a significant difference in the preservation of our planet. Before we go into the fourth on our list for today, please give this video a thumbs up if you find value in today's content. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more mind-blowing videos. This will only take a few seconds from you, but will significantly boost the channel algorithm and propel our videos to the top. Your support is greatly appreciated. Our next on the list, ocean acidification. Imagine if the ocean, the very source of life, became too acidic for anyone to survive in it. That's the reality we're facing with ocean acidification, the fourth terrifying disaster on our list. As the ocean absorbs more and more carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, it becomes more acidic, putting entire marine ecosystems at risk. The impact of ocean acidification extends far beyond the ocean itself. It could result in the collapse of entire fishing industries, as well as the loss of crucial food sources for millions of people. And let's not forget the impact on the economy. With so many people relying on the ocean for their livelihood, the effects of ocean acidification could be devastating. We need to take action to curb carbon emissions and prevent further acidification of the ocean. This includes reducing our carbon footprint, supporting renewable energy sources, and advocating for policy changes that prioritize the health of our planet. It's time to take this issue seriously and work towards a sustainable future for ourselves and the generations to come. Storms and hurricanes. The fifth and final disaster on our list is the increased likelihood and severity of storms and hurricanes due to rising sea levels. The warmer and more humid atmosphere caused by the rising temperatures can intensify and make these natural disasters even more powerful. As a result, we are likely to see more frequent and more intense storms and hurricanes that can wreak havoc on coastal areas. The destructive impact of these powerful storms can lead to flooding, landslides, and erosion, which can cause extensive damage to property and infrastructure, and even loss of life. Hurricane Katrina, one of the deadliest hurricanes in U.S. history, is an example of the devastating impact that a powerful storm can have on coastal areas. It caused $125 billion in damage and left over 1,800 people dead. The increasing frequency and intensity of these storms and hurricanes can have severe economic and social consequences. The damage caused by these natural disasters can disrupt businesses and displace communities, leading to long-term economic and social problems. It's essential to take action to reduce the impact of these natural disasters, including implementing better disaster preparedness and improving infrastructure to withstand the impact of these storms and hurricanes. Rising sea levels have the potential to cause devastating consequences for coastal areas, and we must take urgent action to address this issue. Failure to do so could result in irreversible damage to our environment, economy, and society. It's up to all of us to take responsibility for our actions and work towards a sustainable future for ourselves and future generations. The impact of global sea level rise is clear and alarming. It's not just a future problem. It's happening right now. The good news is that we can take action to slow down and even reverse the damage. It's up to us to make a difference. Have you taken any steps to reduce your carbon footprint and slow down climate change? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a comment and let us know what you think, or if we missed anything. And be sure to tune in for our next video, where we'll be discussing more exciting topics in the world. Finally, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. See you next time.